Hello friends, welcome to Technique. This is Nirmal here, and in this video we'll show you some camera tips and tricks or features you can try out on the Redmi Note 9 Pro Max. So we have the Redmi Note 9 Pro Max. The specialty of this device is that it has a 64 megapixel camera, and this is quite different from the 48 megapixel on the Redmi Note 9 Pro. So the Pro Max has the 64 megapixel camera, as well as there is a 32 megapixel selfie camera. So that's the major difference. Now in this video we'll be concentrating on some of the tips and tricks, and also some of the features you can try out on the camera UI on the Redmi Note 9 Pro Max. So if you open the camera app, so this is the camera app. So nothing much different when you compare with other Xiaomi smartphones. So you can see all the features. The bottom line has all the options: video recording, photo for 64 megapixel mode, portrait mode, pro mode, etc. The top portion has other features options. Now we'll have a look at some of the features it offers. So one of the important features is the Pro Color mode. So we all share a lot of images on social media. The important thing about social media is we want our images to look a bit vibrant or colorful images. That's what we want to share on our social media. And for that you have this Pro Color mode. So what Pro Color does is it improves the saturation or the image colors to boost the colors in a way that this is kind of useful for social media shares. So if you enable the Pro Color mode, you can see that the colors are, the images are vibrant and more colorful than the regular images. So Pro Color does not give you natural colors, it is kind of boosted colors, but quite useful for social media. So that's one thing you can enable when you're taking images for social media. So next is the AI mode. So AI mode, AI camera, what it does is it detects the subject and then automatically adjusts the image quality based on the subject. So that's AI mode, artificial intelligence mode. So that also you can turn it on. Now if you go here to the three settings, so here are some useful options. One is the macro mode. So macro mode is quite useful. This device comes with an upgraded 5 megapixel camera. That's the macro sensor. Now macros are really good on this device. So before going into that, here are some samples we have taken with this device. The macro lens is superb on this device. For this price segment, it does an impressive job. You can take up to 2.5 centimeter close to the object, and it does an impressive job. So if you want to take macros, this is the option to enable. Very useful option. And this can also take videos in macro. That's 1080p resolution videos can also be shot in macro. That's another very useful feature. Now if you go to the video recording, you have the option to select the video quality here. You can go up to 4K at 30 fps, then there is 1080p at 60 fps and 1080p at 30 fps. Remember, there is only stabilization for the 1080p at 30 fps. Rest all does not have stabilization. Now another mode is the movie mode. So movie frame is one thing which you can do here. You can shoot a movie frame. So you can see that when you select this, it goes to 21:9 aspect ratio. So say for example, you can see that this is the 21:9 aspect ratio, and if you deselect this, it goes to the standard ratio. Now this 21:9 aspect ratio is kind of movie mode. It's quite similar to what we see on movies. So if you want to shoot videos in that mode, this is the option. Now another important feature about this camera is that it has Pro mode for the video recording as well. So Pro mode is something where you can adjust the ISO, white balance and other stuffs. Now that is available only for photos for most devices. Now here we have a phone which can do Pro mode even in the video recording. So if you go to the video recording, the Pro mode, you can select between photo and video. Now in video you can see that there is an option to select the lens as well. That means you can go with the Pro mode for both the ultra wide angle camera, the wide angle lens, as well as the macro lens. You can go with the Pro mode. That's something which is really impressive, I would say, because not too many phones, even flagship phones, do not offer this feature. Now you can see that you can select the lens, ultra wide angle or the macro sensor or the regular wide angle lens. So that option is also there. You can select the white balance, focusing, shutter speed, ISO and exposure. So these things can be selected in the video recording as well. Now if you go to the portrait mode, we can see that you get really good portraits. Here also there is an option called movie frame. This again, as I said before, gets you the 21:9 aspect ratio in portraits. This again does a really good job. So you can take portraits in 21:9 aspect ratio. Then in the slow motion, we have an option to record in 960 fps 120 fps and 240 fps. Now if you go to settings, so select this, go to settings. Here we have the option to correct the distortions for ultra wide angle shots. So when you take pictures with ultra wide angle camera, make sure you turn this on, because this will correct the distortion. Generally you get a lot of distortions in the ultra wide angle camera, that's quite obvious, but you can correct the distortions to an extent with this option. So just turn this on and distortion correction will be enabled for the ultra wide angle shots. Then if you want to take pictures using the 64 megapixel mode, that's something you can see Ultra HD mode turned on. So this will take images in 15 MB in size compared to the regular 3 to 4 MB. So that's something which is really good, because you get a lot of details with the 64 megapixel Ultra HD mode. Now if you go to the selfie camera, so this is the selfie camera, and if you go to selfie camera, here also you get this slow motion video. So slow motion is available on the selfie camera as well, something which is not available on a lot of smartphones. So you can take slow motion videos even with the selfie camera. So these are some features you can try out on the camera UI on the Redmi Note 9 Pro Max. So if you have the device, do try out these really good features on the camera. So hope this video was useful. Do hit that like button and also hit the subscribe button for more videos. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in our next video. Have a great day.